Chapter 4, Painting of the Railway, Freight, and Passenger Cars. Chapter 14.1, Painting of the Policy. Railway, freight, and passenger cars normally will be repainted completely during the depot maintenance. All other time and spotting and maintaining will be done in the manner preventing the maintenance is painted and some surfaces deteriorated, such as an extent of rusting, peeling, and it is evident. All rolling stock inspected periodically is to locate any of all surfaces on any of the painting and blistered, peeled, and otherwise deteriorated. Timely spotting painting will ensure the suitable protective coating on wood and metal surfaces. Often the element is needed to complete repainting of the equipment of the car reshop. Supervisor when determining the need of the repainting, whether the paint over the old surfaces, remove all the old coatings. Exterior surfaces are exposed in rain, snow, sleet, hail, corrosive gases, heating, extensive sunlight, wind-driven grit, other destructive influences. Good paint job depends upon weather conditions, selection of suitable paint, whether proper preparation, surfaces pre-painted, method, application of film, sufficient thickness to protect the surfaces being used. 14.2 Preparation of paint. All surfaces clean and loosen the paint for dirt, scaled, grease, and rust, and before and painted in preferable sandblasting cars, having steel exteriors and interior finishes and undercoatings and requiring renewal. Normally is done by the sandblasting shed when old coatings are removed and primary coating is applied. The sandblasting is of the inner sheet and it should be used in the interior and the passenger equipment may be satisfactorily accomplished by reducing the air pressure in wood. The sand and has been previously used in heavy exterior sheets and some sharpness, and then the sandblasting priming of new sheets as being used in car repairs frequently is done by the sheets and are used by the manner in which either the freight or the passenger cars are prepared, and the painting depends on the material on which the car is constructed upon the type of the painting applied. Freight cars usually are prepared by the sandblasting, scraping, brushing, and burning off of the old paint. The chemical painting, stripping, and regardless of the how painting is removed, how the freight car readily and the painting of the first coat should be applied for soon as preparation is possible, preventing the use of on-steel materials, water-soaking wooden materials involved. Only passenger cars and painted varnish is removed when necessary for the paint. Varnish remover of the paint is removed from the car while the body the car, the repair shop from the being repainted, varnished, and service areas are cleaned by the naphtha. Similar materials to remove all traces of the remover. Fire and safety precautions will be taken when using naphtha. 14.13 General and painting with the applied care of the under component supervision of the protection of the surface of the first and primary coating of the greatest importance. Since the corrosion must not be spread rapidly under this paint of the film if the primer is not properly applied. 1. The steel surface other than welded or not hot riveted surface inaccessible after assembly will be given one of the coated and chromated primer before assembly. Wooden surfaces are inaccessible after assembly will be given one coat of synthetic primer before assembly. 2. The wooden and steel braces and post hangers are exposed during repairs and equipment while it will be brushed and painted and sprayed by one coated and chromated primer. 3. Painted and applied by the trucks and component within thin sufficient to be detection of cracks and overflows is not prevented. Wheels and actions of part containing with the primary journal box will not be painted. B. Spray gun applications with the hose adequately inside of the diameter must be used in painting spray equipment in a graded and insistent in the malfunction of the spray gun is due to insufficient supply of the air gun. The condition usually caused by use of the improper size. A drop is when pressure occurs whenever compressed air is transmitted. Indication of air pressure pounds per square inch. PSI is a square gun equipped with an air cap consuming approximately 12 cubic feet of air per minute at 60 pounds per pressure. You have your pressures all the way from 40 to 60. You're dropping in an 8-foot hose, a 10-foot hose, and 15 hose by 5 increments of 5. We got 10-foot hose, 15-foot hose, 20-foot hose, 25-foot hose, and a 50-foot hose. In the chart, air hose is a 1/4 inch in size, the diameter, and 5/16 of an inch in diameter. Giving the air pressure spray to the spray gun PSIs. Section 2, Freight Cars 4.14. Surfaces will be provided in the painted outline of the mill MILP 3320, paragraph 14.2. All sections of the new wood, except for those to be varnished, will be coated with wood preservative. Parts exposed for during repair and accessible after assembly for the coated on is outlined in paragraph 4.3. Wheels and axle and couplers and contained with the journal boxes will not be painted on both all steel and outside metal roofs or cars may be taken covered and required for a number of the coats. All parts of folded or otherwise concealed and finished coated with a portion of roof under the running. Board is applied before boarded supplies are installed. Boarding of saddles are received. 1 coat of synthetic primer, 2 coats of 2 coats of olive or green enamel before being applied to cars. When painting a caboose, be sure to make taking and preventing painting of damage in signal and braking valves and lights and gauges in first aid cabinets and firefighting equipment, hardware, doors and window glasses in laboratories. Section 14.5 application of materials. The type of numbers of materials and finish the coats and applied by the various portions of freight cars and cabooses as shown in table 4.2 and 2. This is a painting system for freight cars and cabooses. These are 2 tables. Starting with the types of cars, area cars, the portions to be painted, the primer, the number of costs, the type of color, the finishing costs, the number of finishing coat, and the number of coats and the type of coats. These are the charts. There's about 8 of them. Section 3, passenger service carts. Passenger trooping, kitchen cars, and applicable medical department cars and ambulance hospital cars require careful attention to the painting of the freight cars and order maintain standards of appearance and sanitation and the comfort precaution measures indicated by the paragraph 14.4. Freight cars and cabooses are generally applicable passenger type of equipment, except for in most cases additional cars as required. All glasses, surfaces, and windows and doors and etc. Screw heads and bearings or lubrication to outlines, rubber components, hinge pins and signal cell valves, pressure gauges, wheel axles, journal boxes, and all other sufficient applying openings. While parent may be determinational, operational, or use of mask otherwise suitable protected during painting. Safety and markings and will not be applied on railway equipment to be used in the United States. All primary finishing coats will be applied so that the work will not be finished and will be smoothly and on a uniform coating and adhesion of the entire surface. The various points of authorized and painting position passenger type of railway equipment are listed in table 14 and 13A. Passenger type of Army Medical Department cars are painted as stenciled and provided by AR 7461. Table 14.3 painting and ambulance cars. Interior, the area, the extent, and the overcost coats. They all get 2 coats: the interior, the exterior, and the battery box, switch, and the board containers. To the extent of the interior, the headlining overhead of the water tanks will become an ivory and enamel. The vertical surfaces of the sides of the cars and head and the lining window sills and servicing room in portions of 2 coats and light blue enamel. Vertical surfaces and sides of cars from window sills for floors, heaters, and pipe guards, lockers, and doors, and deep blue enamel. The end of walls from the ceiling to the floor, deep blue enamel 14064. On the exterior, all exposed exterior surfaces, including the side ends, underframe, trucks, and components, olive green and structural strata, blue enamel. Battery box switch and border locker, interior surface blocking 2, and acid resistant varnish coats. 14.7. The application materials protective coatings will be applied in thin even coats with particular care of this ensure the complete coverage of all the corners and difficult access. All barrel aerated in each coat of the touched up and each coat each coat will be completely dry before subseeding the coat is applied. Each coating with a free sag of the blisters and brushes marks evidence of proportion and adhesion of deficiency sufficient surfaces, dust and tack of rag used and free in the dust and application of the paint. The primer coat was sanded and tightened in tables 14.3 and 14.3 and 14.4 and the 14.4.5 shall be type of shown number of the primer finishing coat supplied with the various portions of the passenger, troop, and kitchen cars and ambulance cars. The painting of the kitchen car, the interior of the walls, locker tables, and the shelves, and the water tanks, and etc. should be coated twice with a buff enamel. 2. The ceiling should be given a cream enamel twice. The floor of the floor racks should be given 2 shots of red deck. 14.064. Exterior all exposing surfaces, including the roof doors and sides, underframe, and trucks and components. 2 olive green and strata blue enamel coats. The battery box and switchboard box, interior surface blocking 2 acetic varnishes. 14.5. The troop sleeper cars, the interior, the headlining of the should begin in eggshell enamel. B. The vertical surface of sidecars and the headlining down the window of the wall, cream enamel. C. The vertical sides from the window sills down the floor should be the locker doors and portions, the heater of the pipe guard, and light brown enamel. 2 coats for those. 2 coats for the all exposed, including roof sides and underframe trucks and exponents, doors, exterior with olive green 14.064 and strata blue enamel. Battery boxes and switches, boards, boxers, interior surface blocking, and 2 acidic acidic resistant varnishes. Chapter 15. Letter and numbering of railway freight and passenger cars.